I'm not an AI expert. I'm a guy with a YouTube channel trying to work out whether these models are actually worth your time. So for Claude Opus 5, I did something different. I let it pick its own test. I said, build me something that shows what you can do. And when it finished, I had no idea what I was looking at. That's the honest version. It handed me something that looked incredible and used words I'd never heard. So that's what this video is. What it built, what it actually means in plain English, and whether the thing works when you poke it. Yes, it picked its own exam, which means passing doesn't prove much. Failing would prove a lot. And twice, without me asking, it caught its own mistake before I ever saw it. Let's go. First, where it lives. Because this part is simple. Opus 5 is live today on Claude.ai, in Claude Code, in Claude Cowork, and on the API. On the API, the model string is Claude-Opus-5. If you're on Claude Max, it's already your default model. You don't have to do anything. If you're on Pro, it's the strongest model you can pick. Open the model dropdown and choose it. Pricing did not move. $5 per million input tokens, $25 per million output tokens. Exactly what Opus 4.8 cost. There's also a fast mode. Around 2.5 times the speed, at twice the base price. One more thing worth saying up front. There's a setting for how hard it thinks. I left mine on high, and high isn't the top one. There are 2 settings above it that I never touched. So everything you're about to see, that's not this thing at full power. So I asked it to show me what it could do. It built me a wind tunnel, like what car companies use. Stick an object in, blow air at it, see what happens. I'll be honest, I didn't ask for half the stuff in here. Watch this. That's a ball. See the mess trailing off the back? That's the air going chaotic behind it. Now I swap it for a wing. Air goes smooth, slides straight over the top. And when I turn this on, you can actually see it swirling off the edges. Nobody told it to do any of that. I asked for a wind tunnel, and it worked the rest out by itself. One honest note. When I asked it to explain this simply, it kept slipping back into technical language. I had to ask a couple of times before it landed on plain English. It got there. It just defaults to detail. So if you want it simpler, say so. It'll adjust. Second one. I asked it for a game. A brick breaker. That old arcade thing where you bounce a ball to smash bricks. I told it to make it feel good. That was it. That was the whole instruction. It gave me this. Neon Breaker. Title screen, 5 different power-ups, levels, lives. But here's the part I keep thinking about. Watch what it did while it was building. It wrote a little robot to play its own game. Then it sat there and watched the robot play. And it noticed the score was coming out too low. So it went digging. Found the ball was getting stuck in one column and never coming back out. Fixed that. Then it ran the game again to check the levels worked, and forced a game over on purpose just to test the restart button. And only then did it hand it to me. Nobody asked it to do any of that. It just wasn't willing to give me something broken. Last one. Something I'd actually use. I asked for a savings calculator. Put in what you've got, what you're putting away each month, and see what it turns into. Now, money math is where these things usually trip up. So I tested it. Nothing to start, 100 a month, 0 interest, 1 year. That has to come out at $1,200. 100, 12 times. There's no trick to it. 1,200. Exactly. So then I put in real numbers and dragged the interest rate around. Watch the gold part, that's interest, slowly take over from the blue part, which is your own money going in. And it checked its own math before handing it over. Again, ran its answer against the textbook formula to make sure the two matched. One thing though, there's an error sitting in the console underneath. Doesn't break anything, the calculator works fine, but it's there. Not perfect. Okay, honest take. The thing that stuck with me wasn't any of these builds. I'm not a developer. Setting up recording software is the kind of thing that normally eats my whole afternoon. I asked Opus 5 for help, and it just walked me through it, one step at a time. Which button, which menu, in what order. It even caught the one setting that would have handed me a black screen for an hour. Here's the part I wasn't expecting. A bunch of videos about this model say it's too strict, too direct, too eager to tell you what to do. I didn't get that at all. And the times it was direct, I liked it. It stopped me second-guessing myself and made me focus. Honestly, it was refreshing. It also tells you when you're repeating yourself. I'd throw an idea at it, and it'd point out I'd already said that one. Which, full disclosure, it did to me while I was making this video. I gave it an idea I was pretty pleased with, and it told me I'd already said it about an hour earlier. It was right. That's not a benchmark score, but if you're starting out, that's the part you'll actually feel. So, 3 things, 3 tries, all 3 worked. But that's not the headline for me. Twice, without being asked, it went back and checked its own work. Wrote a robot to play its own game. Ran its own maths against a textbook formula. Both times it found something and fixed it before I ever saw it. I did set a trap in that last one. Simple sum, $100 a month for a year, no interest, $1,200. If it slipped, I'd have caught it on camera. It didn't slip. Which, like I said at the start, doesn't prove much. It picked its own tests. What I can tell you is what I saw. 3 things that worked, 1 error sitting in a console, and a model that keeps checking itself when nobody's watching. Here's the one that surprised me most. I never had to work out how to ask. You hear a lot about prompt engineering, like there's a special way you're supposed to talk to these things, and if you get it wrong, you get garbage back. I just talked to it, normally, typed what I meant, the way I'd say it to a person. Not once did I have to go back and rephrase myself. It worked out what I wanted, and it filled in details I would have forgotten to ask for. So if the thing stopping you from trying this is that you don't think you'd know how to ask it properly, that's the part you can stop worrying about. So who's this actually for? If you're on Pro or Max, you've already got it. Nothing to do. Just pick it from the drop-down. If you pay per use, it costs the same as the one before it. Same money, better results. Easy call. And if you're like me, not a developer, just someone trying to make something, this is the first one where I didn't feel like I was fighting the tool. One last thing. The builds were impressive, but honestly, that's not what stuck with me. What got me was that it kept me moving. While I was making this video, I kept coming up with new things to add. Every time, it'd tell me to go finish recording the demos first. It was right. I'd still be planning. And I think that's where this is all heading. Not just models that can do the work. Models that walk you through it, so you actually finish, instead of wandering off and starting something else. That's the part I didn't expect. And it's the part I'll remember. If there's a model you want to watch me fumble through next, put it in the comments. That's genuinely how I pick these. Oh, one more thing. If you got something out of this, a like actually helps more than you'd think. Subscribe if you want the next one, and hit the bell so you don't miss it. See you next time.